What's going on, Phillies fans? It's me, your boy Sal G, here with you on another edition of the Fighting's Final here on It's a Wrap Sports Network. Check the banner below, friends, and if you haven't already, please give us a like, share, subscribe. Make sure you do all that so you can get the latest hotness from It's a Wrap Network right into your feeds, however, wherever you consume your social media. It's a Wrap is there. So make sure you do all that. Give a like for your boy. You can follow me at Sal G Philly on the X, the Twitter, and give a like for It's a Wrap. Share. Share it with your friends, your family, your loved ones, your enemies. I don't care. Everybody. Why not? Let them know what's going on here at It's a Wrap. And subscribe if you haven't already. And if you watch through YouTube, go ahead and click that notification icon. Ding. You do that, and you'll be notified every time we're streaming right through YouTube on It's a Wrap. Oh, guys, the revenge tour began tonight against the New York Mets in Flushing, Queens. But the Phillies just fell short of capitalizing on that revenge. They tried. Game one in the books. Phillies lost. They lost to the Mets 5-4. They scored all four of their runs in the ninth inning. Had to bring in closer Edwin Diaz, did the Mets. And you guys know what we do against Edwin Diaz. We just touch him up for runs every time he's out there. Every time we get to that dude. Unfortunately, it was too little too late and just a hair short. The Phillies could not win game one. Revenge tour, it's not going so well so far. You're down game one. It's a 3-game series in Queens. You got to win these next two. You got to take this series, man. This is important. The Mets are in first place in the NL East, 16-7 right now. Phillies are 13-10. Behind them, right behind them. But you still got the Braves you got to worry about, and the Washington Nationals are not going to go quietly into the night. They will fight, and they're going to make it tough. Phillies have a tough division, no doubt about it. Check some of these comments out, see what's going on here. A lot of people watching tonight, man. Disappointment, man. I know, it was sad, man. Eagles fan says, we lost the World Series already. We didn't even get there yet, but we lost it. We're the worst team in baseball. I don't know if we're the worst. Come on, we're not the worst team in baseball. You got the Colorado Rockies. They're pretty bad. You got the Chicago White Sox. They're pretty bad. But not the worst. That's right, Star Wars. What's going on, brother? He says, Nolan 0-5. That's right. Nola is on pace to go 0-32 right now. Pitchers usually average between 30-32 starts. So I'm going to say he's going to make all 32 of his starts this year. Go 0 for 32. Now, he's not going to do that, but he's not going to do that. But he's not looking so good. Pitched okay tonight. I think Topper just left him in an inning too late. But I understand why he did that, because the bullpen is so stinking bad. The bullpen coming into the game, the second worst ERA in all of baseball at a 5.81 ERA. Last year, the Phillies were 14th in the majors with a 3.94 ERA. All right, so a little bit different. Second worst and middle of the pack last year. The bullpen's going to haunt us all year, or at least until trade deadline time. If the Phillies are going to try and acquire an arm or two, we are in bad shape, guys. I'm not digging it. Also, the Phillies have 6 blown saves on the season already. Leads Major League Baseball. We're only April, and there's still 9 days left in the month, and the Phillies already have blown 6 saves. So that's what we got going on. My boy Adam in the house says, welcome back, Sal. What's going on, brother? It's great to be back. Star Wars 99 says, shout out to Stott for making it closer. Yeah, man. And tell you what, ever since he's been in that leadoff spot, batting first, the Phillies lineup, he's really making an impact. So I like Stott in that number one hole. Keep it up, man. He's doing his part. Did his best. 3-run home run off Edwin Diaz in the ninth inning to make it a 5-4 game. Just couldn't get any more. My man Joe in the house says tough loss. It was. It was tough. But man, up until that ninth inning, it was 2-0 for most of the game. And it just felt like they were down 20-0. That's what it felt like to me. It just felt like they were down so much. And, I like to be wrong. When I think they're going to lose, I want to be proved wrong. I want them to win, of course. I'm just, Negadelphia here in the brain. But it just seemed like that's how the game was going. I thought they were going to get shut out, lose 2-0, and we were going to see that. It just looked like Phillies couldn't do anything. They couldn't do squat out there. Mets sweep the Phillies, crazy. Man. Yo, Eagles fan, if you're a prognosticator, man, because if you know the future, you mind DMing me the lottery numbers so I can win a jackpot? I can retire. It'd be nice. Adam saying another loss. Nola still struggling. Home runs again. It's wild, man. It's wild. The one thing to Nola, he's a good pitcher. He doesn't look good right now. I know, and it's April. If this were July and he had this rough patch, we would just say, rough patch, middle of the season, law of averages, things of that nature. But when it's the first month, everything is so magnified. Everything everything at face value, and it just looks, so bad, like the world's ending. Noel's going to get better, unless he's hurt or something wrong with him. But I think he's going to get better. But the one thing Nola can't do, and it prevents him from being an ace, he's not a number one, he's a two, 3, is that he gives up home runs, and he gives up a lot of them. And as this game was going on early on, they were down 2-0, and both runs that the Mets scored were via home run, and you were like, if Nola's going to give up home runs, they're the home runs you want him to give up, those solo shots. But man, what Lindor ended up doing, he had a game, man. The record for most home runs given up in a season by a pitcher is 50 by Bert Byleven. And this is a record I hope Aaron Nola does not pass. That is a hell of a lot of home runs. He gave up a lot last year, but he was not close to 50. Right now, he might be on pace for it. He might be on pace for 50 at the moment. Joe saying Nola is horrible. I cannot disagree, Joe. At the moment, he is. It's pretty bad. But he only gave up 2 runs. Now, his line says he gave up, 4 the 5 runs, right? Because we gave up 4 earned. Because the reliever came in for him, and the reliever gave up the runs. They got charged to Nola, the 2 guys on base. So, that was unfortunate. But and like I said, I think Rob Thompson just left him in. He started the 7th inning with him, where, personally, I would have took Nola out, but I get why Thompson did it. I think he did it because he didn't want to go to the bullpen because the bullpen sucks, and a lot of guys were unavailable. Most likely, I'm assuming, because they've been burnt out all weekend. So, yeah, it's what we got right now. Unfortunately, Ricky Deal says, "Go Phillies." My man, staying positive, staying upbeat. Let's go, Ricky. Go Phillies. We still got 2 games left. We can win them. My man, Michael Papernick Jr. in the house says Nola pitched good after just giving up 2 runs till being pulled, and the bullpen couldn't keep it close. Yeah, I mean, you would have let Nola just go to 6. You start a clean inning with a reliever, nobody on base. You could have put Ruiz in the 7th with nobody on. Maybe a different story. Nola could have got a quality start, which would have been his 150th quality start of his career. But thanks to Jose Ruiz, it didn't happen. Star Wars saying Sanchez and Wheeler is good. They are very good. They are your 1 and 2 pitchers on this team. Nola is your number 3. Um, but yeah, thank goodness for Sanchez. Thank goodness for Wheeler, because without them right now, with the way Nola's pitching, whew, and it doesn't help that the Phillies can't score any runs when this guy pitches either. It's just wild. Joe saying, I love Stott leading off. Me and you too, buddy. Me and you. Star Wars says way too soon. What's that for Stott leading off? Might be too soon, but right now, results look good. Can only go on what's in front of us, what happened. So, Eagles fan says the Braves won. Here we go. Hey, Barbara. No, the Mets did what they had to do, ensuring they will be in first after this series. So far, it looks like the Mets won or more. Mike Pat says this team needs a jolt, and Robbie can't deliver that. I know you hate Robbie, Mike. I know you hate him. I can't blame Robbie. I can't blame Robbie for the bullpen. This is what he's got. Jordan Romano looks like damaged goods, after giving up, 6 runs on Saturday late in the game. I mean, he just looks cooked. Cooked as the Christmas goose, man. He don't look good at all. Barbara saying Nola does suck. He's got to get criticism now. You can give it to him. He always leaves Nola in, trying to lower his ERA even after the damage is already done. I mean, I don't know that if he left him in to try and lower the ERA. I still think he left him in because I was wondering it too. But after thinking about it, I was just like, well, it's because the bullpen stinks. And after Jose Ruiz gave up that home run, I just don't think he trusts the bullpen at the moment. Ricky saying not happy the Phillies lost. Yeah, man. I don't think any of us Phillies fans on here right now are happy the Phillies lost. I know, Barbara. I know the Phillies lost, and it stinks. It stinks. They lost. They didn't look good, and like I said, watching the game, they were down 2-0 for most of it, and it looked like to me they were down 20, and I didn't think they were going to win. Wes Cruz, my Mets. Got a Mets fan in the house, laughing emojis, and says, "Let's go Mets." All right, you got it, Wes. You got it tonight. You got it tonight, but we'll see what happens tomorrow. A loss is a loss. Is a loss is a loss. I know. It stinks. You got me. I can't defend what happened tonight. I can't defend what happened tonight with the bullpen. It's just the same old story. Aaron Nola, he did not pitch bad. The results weren't good. He didn't give up. I mean, look, he should have just pitched the 6 innings, and that would have been it. Could have been a different story. Who knows? Jonathan. Sean Cup says, my new Mets life. Eat, sleep, win. Can't say anything. We got Mets fans in the house, man. All are welcome here on the Fighting's Final. All are welcome. Let's go Mets, says D. All right. I got you. Eagles fan says, we're cooked. The bullpen's cooked. My man Star Wars wants to sprinkle in a little Eagles news. I'm down with that. Bird setter Cam Jurgens has signed a 4-year extension with the Eagles that will keep him under contract through 2029. I think that also makes him the highest paid center in the NFL, if I've heard, which I think is crazy. But Good for him. I mean, Cam's played well. Joe says Nola gets better when the weather gets warmer. I know, man. Hopefully it's getting warmer soon. I know it was 80 on the weekend. But man, you know what gets better when the weather gets warmer too is bats. The opposing hitters are going to launch more home runs when the weather's warmer. That's what I'm afraid of. Longer home runs, farther home runs. Fly, Eagles, fly, says Eagles fan. Eagles fan, I don't know how I didn't know you were an Eagles fan. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure what's giving it away. It's the logo. It's the name. Barbara's saying you want to throw it. You want to throw some hypotheticals. You want to say if you take away the wins over the Nationals, Marlins, etc., the Phillies would be in last place. Yeah, but they still beat who's in front of them. They still beat them. They don't look like a championship team. I'm not going to say they look like a World Series team. Mets look better right now, right? I can't, I can't say that right now what I'm seeing from this Phillies team is a World Series championship caliber team. It's not. It's definitely not. The bullpen stinks. And what's going to happen is the bullpen stinks and you're already rolling through those guys. Your starters are going to end up going longer and they're going to get taxed. And by the time August, September rolls around, these guys are going to be cooked. So you're going to have a lot of burnt turkeys in the oven with this rotation and bullpen. Phillies pitching is not good. Phillies bullpen is not good. Starting pitching is pretty good. Eagles fan, I'm down with that, man. Eagles are two-peating. I see it. The start of a dynasty, man. Let's go. Ricky Deal, didn't you just say go Phillies? Now he's saying go Mets. Oh man. Were you pretending to be a Phillies fan? You already switching? Are you already switching over? Or are you either pretending to be a Phillies fan or you just saying you're just jumping, man? Can't jump yet. Brianna Torres says Phillies Tuesday night, 7-1. 7-1. All right, you're saying they're going to win tomorrow night. The Phillies are going to win 7-1. Let's go. Let's do it. I'm down. Banks did good. All right, there's something. Something to hang the hat on, Star Wars. Not much. Barbara saying Sal, the Phillies had 6 all-star pitchers last year and still lost. It's more than bullpen failure. Right now, is bullpen failure, and the Phillies are hitting. I mean, the starters are doing okay. I can't say that. The bullpen is just the worst. I mean, that's what I think. I mean, yeah, I know if we're saying they're not going to be as good as last year, that's a distinct possibility that can happen. It can totally happen. Eagles fans saying Philly's the worst team in Philly. The Sixers just checked in the chat, and the Flyers have checked in. So there's 2 teams, and they're fighting over who's the worst team. It's the Sixers. Sixers are the worst. I'm loving the comments, man. A lot of people. Let's go Mets. He doubles down on the Let's Go Mets chant. Okay. All right, I got you, Ricky. It's all good, brother. There you go, Star Wars. He says it. I back him up. Sixers and Flyers are the worst team in Philly. But the Sixers, they're the worst, and it's the most disappointing because they were supposed to be something. They were supposed to be a playoff, dare I say it, championship team. It's chilly in October where Nola fails again. I can't look that far ahead yet. Playoffs? Eagles fan saying he's a Mets fan now. Sal, when is Matty coming back? I think he's coming back soon. He's on a little vacation, enjoying himself. Boss gotta relax and unwind. I'm sure he'd have a lot of vitriol toward this team right now. All right, Ricky's saying, let's go. I'm a Phillies fan. He's just frustrated like a lot of us right now. Star Wars saying, I like Stott leading off. Me too, Star Wars. I like it too. I'm digging it. Let's see where it goes. Let's see where it goes. All right. Well, let's go ahead and break down the box scores. Let's go ahead and do that. And we're going to do that by running the video here. Where's my video? Hey, I don't have a video for the box score. I thought I did. My bad. I don't have a video for that. But anyway, we're just going to go through the Phillies lineup here. So Stott in leading off, batting first, went 2 for 5 with a home run, 3-run homer, and he got himself a run off that home run. Bat 295 right now with a 356 on base. You know what? At the very least, against right-handed pitching, you keep Stott in the leadoff hole. I like it. I dig it. Drake Turner didn't do squat, 0 for 3. A lot of the lineup didn't do much tonight. You got 2 walks, though. Take the walks. Bryce Harper, 0 for 3, also 2 walks. Both Turner and Harper struck out twice. Schwarber got a hit. That's 23 consecutive games this season that Kyle Schwarber has got on base. And right now it's 29 overall. So going back to last year, we can do that. Nick Castellanos, 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. Max Kepler got himself 2 hits. All right, he's got to get it going, man. We need this guy to step up, man. That's our big left-handed free agent bat signing. He's got to do something. So maybe this is the start. 1 run. JT Realmuto got himself a hit. Also an RBI, scored a run. He also struck out twice. Everybody struck out. Everybody in the starting lineup struck out at least once tonight. And Alec Boehm got himself a hit, scored a run, and he also got 3 brushback pitches in the game. 3 different at bats, pretty wild. And Alec Boehm in that last at bat, he was like, "Gosh darn it!" He said, "GD, damn it, man." He said, Johan Rojas went 0 for 2 with a strikeout, and Cody Clemens pinch hit. He went 0 for 1. Cal Stevenson also got himself an at bat after playing center field. So Clemens pinch hit for Rojas, and then Cal Stevenson came in to play center field. Also got himself an at bat. Philly struck out 13 times in this game. 13 times. Aaron Nola got the loss, 0-5. He went 6 1/3 innings, gave up 4 earned run. 4 runs, 7 hits, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. Now that the runs he gave up, it was after Jose Ruiz came in to relieve him. Nola left 2 on, and then Jose Ruiz gave up a 3-run homer to Francisco Lindor. So, yeah, Nola's ERA right now, it's a lovely 6.43 with a 1.61 whip. So, yeah, Barber and everybody right now criticizing Nola. It is warranted, fair criticism. He does not look good. I hope it's just mechanics. I hope it's something that's fixable. The back of my head, the way I think, I wonder if there's something wrong with him physically. Is he hurt? I know he's going to give up long balls. That's just part of who he is. But, man, these numbers are atrocious right now. And Jose Ruiz got himself a 6.75 ERA. He says, Aaron Nola, I see you're over 6 ERA, and I raise you. I got a higher one than you. And my whip is also higher, 1.63. But at least Tanner Banks, yeah, he struck out the side, man. He pitched himself an inning, and he did look pretty good. So that's something. It's something. Tyler Miguel, he was flat out dominant against the Phillies, and he had a high pitch count. He only went 5 1/3 inning. He walked 4 guys, but he struck out 10 Phillies. Gave up 1 hit. He only gave up 1 hit. Phillies had 2 hits through 7 innings. That wasn't good. Didn't look good. And they ended up scoring 4 runs in the game, but all of those runs were scored in the 9th inning. And that's rough. It's rough. And, maybe on a good night, 4 runs is plenty. But they did not look like this game is not as close as it ended up. That's the way I'm gonna put this. It's not as close as it ended up. The Phillies were getting rocked for 8 innings before they decided to score some runs. Joe saying, I hope Stott plays against lefties. He might if guys like Marsh, who's currently on the IL, but once he comes back, if he can't hit a lefty, maybe Stott. It's just there's not a lot of lefties in the lineup, but certain guys can't hit lefties. Marsh is one of them. And then you wonder, if Alec Bohm, what's the deal there? Barbara saying, I hope he didn't see this game. LOL, he would be upset. Oh, I'm sure he's texting, tweeting, doing something right now. I'm sure he watched it. Mike Lauro in the house. Broadcast partner here on the Fight on It's a Rap Network, also part of the Fighting's final crew, says, Yo, Sal, Phillies offense needs to wake up. They do, man. They did a lot of things here. A lot of things. They got to wake up, get their head out their butts. We got 2 more games here in New York. Got to win them now. You can't play around. You got to win both. Pistons won, says Eagles fan. Harris says Star Wars. Pat says Phillies have no balls to rush the pitcher after those brushbacks, just like their manager couldn't stand up to the up with the call strike against JT. That was a ball. This team is heartless. It's sackless, says Pat. Just going to let that comment sink in for everybody. I'll leave it up there for a second. I love it. Comment of the night there, Pat. I like it, brother. Mike says Ruiz, Hernandez, Romano, Ross all should get pink skipped, but pink slipped. I got you. Time to go. Star Wars saying it's time to extend Schwarber. Here's the problem, Star Wars. I think the Phillies should have did it before the season started. And now you're waiting now, and Schwarber's as hot as he is. You know what? If I'm Schwarbs, I might say, no thanks. I'm cool. I'm testing free agency. I'm getting another $100 million plus contract. Schwarber can hit a lefty, and he is a lefty. Yeah, so can Harper. But a lot of guys can't hit lefties, and that's what makes them, platoon part-time players. But yeah, Schwarber can hit lefties, and yeah, I wish they extend him. I'm crying to sleep. I'm going to cry to sleep too. Joe saying, any news on Walker's arm? Taijuan Walker, he left the game the other day. They said it was something with his shoulder, tightness. But then they said he's supposedly ready to pitch his next start. So we'll see. Anytime a pitcher with his pitching arm, something's going on there, yeah, I'm not confident. And you see a lot of times guys will say, well, they're day-to-day. They'll make their next start. And the next thing you know, they miss a week. They miss 2 weeks. They're on the IL. They're on they miss 60 days. They're out for the season. So I hope he's okay. I hope he's okay enough that, he can bide his time. Or the Phillies rotation can bide their time while they're waiting for Ranger. We need Ranger back. Painter pitches soon again. He'll be up. But I just have a feeling it's later than sooner. That's what I'm thinking. All right, let me go ahead. Oh, I got a video to bring up. Talk about the All right. It's the Broad Street bottom line. And the bottom line tonight was the Phils bats were asleep most of the game until the 9th inning. And then Aaron Nola pitched okay, but got left in a little too long, and then the bullpen. The story is the bullpen. The bullpen sucks. I don't know what we're going to do. Well, bottom of the first, Francisco Lindor solo home run off Nola. Nola gives up home runs. Mets are up 1-0. And then you got Juan Soto, who the Mets are giving a standing ovation for 3 weeks into the season because he's struggling a bit to start the year. He's going to be fine, guys. He's going to be fine. But they gave him the standing ovation. But I just want to mention that the Mets, the media, the fans, they were bashing the Phillies for giving Trey Turner that standing ovation, way back when, 2 seasons ago now. But, yeah, I think that's a little funny. But Nick Castellanos got himself a hit in the last 6 or 7 games, but he couldn't do squat. Jesse Winker gets a solo home run bottom of the second. Put the Mets up 2-0. 2-0. Top of the third, Phillies had the bases loaded with 2 outs. Kyle Schwarber was up. Nada. He struck out. Couldn't do anything. There was an opportunity to get some runs. That was your time to get to Tyler McGill. And you couldn't do it. Bottom of the third. I mean, this game could have got really, really sloppy real quick. Juan Soto hit a towering moonshot that barely went foul. Originally, it was called a home run. They did a little replay review there, and it was foul. And I thought it was foul when I saw it live because I didn't see the ball disappear, behind the foul pole. I saw the ball go right past the pole. But that would have been a 3-run home run. It would have made the game 5-0 in the third at that point. So that would have made Nola start really bad. Nola just escaped, right? Having another disastrous of a start. He ended up getting out of trouble with no damage, thankfully. But like I mentioned, 2 hits for the Phillies through 7 innings. That's not good enough. That's not going to win you games. 2 hits, not 2 runs, 2 hits. No runs. And then Nola, he started the 7th inning. I don't think he should have. Robbie didn't want to play him. Robbie was just not trusting the bullpen. So he went 6 1/3, ended up getting pulled with 2 men on. Jose Ruiz comes in, faces Francisco Lindor. And what happens? Lindor hits a 3-run home run, his second home run of the night. That's in the bottom of the 7th. The Mets take a 5-0 lead. Excuse me. And then top of the 9th, Phillies decide to wake up. Maybe they all drank some coffee. I don't know. JT Realmuto got himself an RBI single up the middle. Mets led 5-1 at that point. Alec Boehm riding an 8-game hitting streak. He got himself a hit. Bryson Stott hits a 3-run home run, makes it a 5-4 game. But that was it. And when Diaz ended up striking out, Bryce Harper striking out. Who else got struck out? I'm drawing a blank here. Turner, too. Turner struck out, Harper struck out, and that was it. That was game. And that's it. That's your bottom line. That's your bottom line. And now we're going to go ahead and take you around the league, around the bases. All right, let's take a look what's going around baseball here. Around the league, top of the 9th, the Houston Astros are leading the Blue Jays 7-0. That game should be a wrap. Let's see how their bullpen is. End of 2 in San Francisco. The Giants currently down to the Brewers 2-1. And in Boston, the yearly Patriots game, which is played at 11 o'clock in the morning every year. It's a cool event that the Red Sox do. Patriots Day, Red Sox are always at home for that game, for that day. 4-2, Red Sox beat the White Sox in Boston. In Cleveland, the Guardians beat the Yankees 6-4. And in Detroit, the Detroit Tigers beat the Padres 6-4. In Miami, the Miami Marlins beat the Reds 6-3. In New York, Flushing, Queens, the Mets just eked out the Phillies 5-4. Yeah, we know all about that. And in Atlanta, the Braves, they won. They beat the Cardinals 7-6. Braves are currently 9-13, so not starting out so good. Hey, just imagine if we were had the Braves record right now. Everybody be fired. I know we're not far off. We're not far off. We're 13-10. Braves are 9-13. But yeah, imagine it's a reverse record. Reverse them. Thompson be fired. I might have axed Kevin Long. He's my guy. He's my fall guy right now. Because I don't think, I like Robbie, but I get if the Phillies, let's just say they're out of contention mid-season, or they're 500, or they're third place in the division come July, August, maybe changes are done. But I think it's Kevin Long first. That's my bet. Pat Bernard in the house says 1 inning. Pat Bernard also part of It's a Wrap and the Fightins final as well. 1 inning offense doesn't get the job done. It does not. It does not do it. You're right, Pat. Pab says his Broad Street bottom line is it's time to fire Robbie and not wait a month. Not yet. Kevin Long, I'm down. Robbie's like having the hives, and how do you handle the hives? You take medicine to get rid of them. Pap says, every morning I'm hoping when I wake up I read that Robbie has gotten fired. Oh, my Lord. That's awesome, brother. All right, guys, about to wrap this thing up. But if you haven't already, give us a like, share, and subscribe. A lot of people watching. Show some love for your boy, Sal G. Follow me at Sal G Philly on X. Follow It's a Wrap Sports Network. Follow all the guys. Follow Mike Lauro. Follow Pat Bernard. Let me see here. I've got some news to talk about. Here we go. Upcoming schedule for the Fightins final. Tuesday, tomorrow, we got Steve Fuentes on. He'll be on the bump. Wednesday, Matty B will be back in action. There you go, Barbara and everybody. Matty B will be back, and I'm sure he'll be spitting some hate towards his Phillies club. And then later in the week, on the weekend, you got the PM and the AM. Well, not a PM and the AM crew. My bad. You got Big Al on Friday. You got Pat Bernard on Saturday, and then Matty B on Sunday. Take you through the week, guys. And make sure you check out Matty B's show. The Final Word with Matty B, Sunday through Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, here on It's a Wrap Sports Network. And my guys, Pat Bernard and Steve Fuentes, got the Attacking Third soccer show covering the Union. Check them out. And my man Pat's also got his show, The Wraparound, Sundays at 9 a.m. And we got PM in the AM, Pat Bernard and Mike Lauro, Sundays at 9 a.m. Make sure you look at that Mike choking out, ready to choke slam Pat. Loving it. All right, guys, I appreciate you hanging with me tonight. Hopefully things will get better. Let's see if the Phillies can do it tomorrow. They got to win tomorrow, guys. Well, who's on the bump tomorrow? I don't even know. Hold on a second. Let me pull this up. It's riveting podcasting here right now. Oh, Christopher Sanchez tomorrow against Griffin Canning. I like the Phillies' chances. Let's go, Phils. Come on now. I'll talk to you guys next time. Take care, everyone. Hope you all have a good night. Oh, one more comment to read. If Kevin Long is fired and the Phillies are still bad, I guess pitching coach, bench managers, base coach, third base coach, and every other coach first gets fired before Robbie goes. I'm just saying Kevin Long. I like Caleb Cotham. But other than that, good show, Sal. Appreciate it, Mike. Appreciate you checking in. Appreciate everybody on tonight. Talk to you all next time, everyone. Take care. Have a great night. Peace.